Sometimes, just sometimes, I'm able to come to this cool store. This is a retail location of Impact Guns. Totally dig it. They got a great selection, pretty good prices. I like the guys inside. They're good. They allow me access for a lot of review purposes. Check out this poster. Is that not the coolest poster? This is their Ruger sale they have coming up. I love that poster. Hey, does that look familiar for the responsible citizen? It should, because that's what I echo on my pages all the time. All my reviews are intended for law enforcement, military, and also the responsible citizen, of whom I fully support being fully armed. Anyways, let's go inside, see what our adventure to Impact Guns holds for us. Okay, here we are showing some of the stock of Impact Guns. This is their smaller retail location. They still have a pretty good selection though. There's some, I think those are Galati. Yeah, Galati International. Their quality's improved a lot over the years. They used to really suck. But they've come up. Those are some tactical cases by Galati. They pretty much had to improve because the competition is so fierce in tactical nylon, to be truthful. I'll review some of those. And see, this is some of their poorer quality stuff. I'm not so much into that. You can always tell because it has vinyl backing on it and you see the seams. I don't want to go into details now. Just suffice it to say, that's not a top-notch case there. For most people, it'll probably work fine. If you're giving it a lot of hard use, you might find some fraying issues with Galati products, generally speaking. However, they are better than they used to be. And like I said, they had to because you have brands like this, Tac Force, which have come along, and their quality is by and far excellent, in my experience. Pretty much on par with Blackhawk, and I'm not even kidding you. There's a sniper drag bag there. Actually, that's a sniper drag bag, and that's a long gun carry case. It probably folds out to a shooting mat. I'm not going to go into details now. I might do reviews on those in the future. That's a shooting bag by Tac Force. Let's see what the price is on this. And that's a reasonable $58 on that. And that's the one you may have seen in my tactical clinic. I have an OD bag, that same bag, and man, does it hold a lot of gear. It's really good. I bought it at Impact too. Nice backpack. A little bit on the heavy side. The fabric that Tac Force uses is also a vinyl backed nylon. Actually, not this one. Some portions are. This one's actually very on par with Blackhawk. Good stuff though. I mean, I think it's quality stuff for less moolah, and I'm always for that. Definitely. Let's mosey over here. I can't film other people, otherwise I'd have to get their permission. I just don't do that. So sorry for staring. Let's look in the knife case, see what they got. Not a ton of knives in this specific location. There's M9 bayonet. They got a 960. Hey, you know what? Maybe I'll review that 960 Osborne. Some guys have been asking me about it. I think I will. So expect to see that. There's a Pika 2, stainless steel handled. I'm not a big fan of stainless steel handled knives. I think they're overly heavy. They are thin. The thin part's nice. A couple of Voyagers. They have cold steel Voyagers there. Sorry if I'm not getting them, just because a lot of stuff in the way. There you go. Tanto, serrated clip version, medium, cold steel Voyager. And sorry about the reflection. Then they got some SIG-Tac knives there. And there's that OD SIG-Tac in the back. I've already reviewed that one. That is a pretty good blade. I did have a couple issues on it. You can look up my video review. There's a SIG Pterodactyl, or SIG-Tac Pterodactyl, right there. Serrated and a plain edge. Oh, I like that one. That little, I want to check that one out. That's cool. There's a SIG-Tac in the back. This one right here I find interesting. That one there. I may review that too. And what do you know? They got an Infidel Benchmade out the front. Rock on. I'll review that as well. Man, I got a lot of work to do. Well, let's go look at the gun counter though as we plan and see what we're going to do. One thing I love about Impact is they'll have guns that no one else has, and you'll find their variety pretty good. Now, are they the lowest prices around? Sometimes, sometimes not. That's just the way it is. There's that GSG-9 I reviewed previously. There's a Barrett. I believe that's a 99. Barrett 99. Let's see if I'm right. It doesn't say. Oh, Barrett 95. That's kind of expensive. You revolver fans, here's a selection of their revolvers. You're probably seeing this and go, dude, review that one. Back up, I want to see that one. I know. Look at this pink one. That's kind of cool. That's a Smith Lady Special 2-inch barrel. I'm sorry, that's a Charter Arms. Wow. It's kind of cool if you're female. That would be a cool gun to carry. There's the infamous Charter Arms Bulldog. That's the same type of gun Son of Sam used back in the 70s. You can watch that movie. Excellent Kel-Tec. P32 is an excellent gun. The P3AT, you'll look at my shoot in the desert on that one. It's a great gun. And I think those are Sig Mosquitoes right there. Man, that's a cool looking gun. I've heard mixed reports about it that it's not super reliable. I sure like the looks of that one, that coloration. It's got the two-tone going. Expensive though, look at that. That's way more than a Ruger. Huh, pretty cool. Let's look at the auto section real quick. There's a nice selection of cars, some of my favorite concealed carry guns right there. I'll do a review maybe on the CW series one of these days. I've got so much on my plate. There's that excellent SR9 you saw me shooting out in the desert. There's their price on it, $399, which I think is reasonable. Very nice. There's some Cougars, I think they're Beretta Cougars, something like that. There's a Stoger Industries. There's a Beretta 92. Just did a review on that. Let's see what else. They got a Sig P220 used. There's a Smith & Wesson Tactical 4506. That came out of their tactical shop years ago with a bunch of modifications on it. I think it's a pretty good gun. I don't care for the ergonomics on it. Here's a ridiculous pistol. This is a Stair Spp P9, it says, for $1,200. And the reason I say that's ridiculous is because this is a gun that is basically designed to be a submachine gun or a machine pistol, and they have turned it into a semi-automatic only design. And it's really idiotic to go with a gun like that if it's limited to semi-automatic fire. It was designed seriously for full auto fire. And if it's designed for full auto fire, that's what it's so heavy for. So what are its capabilities versus, let's say, a SIG 226, which is also a semi-automatic 9mm? None. It doesn't have any advantage over that since it's semi-auto. And look at the price, $1,200? No thanks. Not for me. Now, some guys may just dig it just for the looks, and you know, that's cool. There's always a case to be made for looks. There's another 8,000. These are used pistols, apparently. Man, I'm going to run out of time showing all this stuff. Here's their 1911 section. I kind of want to review a 1911 today. I want to get more inventory in my reviews on 1911s because I know a lot of you guys just totally dig them. There's a Kimber Pro Carry HD2, Kimber Custom TLE. There's a Kimber Warrior 2. That's a good. All Kimbers are just pretty much awesome. Car Arms, I didn't even know they were making 1911s. That's amazing. Look at that big mamma jamma. Smith & Wesson 460 caliber. It's a Colt compact compact 1911. Not too shabby. Oh, then we get to my favorite section, the Glocks. You know I'm a big Glock fan. I don't hide that. It's really the standard. Hey, this is a nice gun, that H&K. I love the coloration. I'm probably not showing. There it is. This lens is always off-center, so that's why. That H&K is a nice coloration. It's a USP, and yeah, I have issues with the USP. Just minor ones. I still think it's a very good gun. I will say that the H&K Tactical, this one right here with a threaded muzzle, that is huge. It's the one that Special Operations in the U.S. Armed Forces has adopted. Not a fan. Way too big, way too bulky, with not much more capability. Actually, no more capability than a standard-sized 45. Not a fan. Here we come to the SIG row. There's a very nice-looking 220 there with stippled rosewood grips. $1,200, $1,150. That's expensive. 229 rail, 40 cal. 250, that's that new 250. I need to do a review on that. Maybe that's what I'll do today, is review that 250. That's a modular pistol that SIG Arms has come out with. I expect good things out of that pistol. Very nice. Anyways, I'm out of time. So Springfield XD, that's another good pistol design. Let's get going. And actually, maybe I'll do a part 2. I know you guys are probably digging this. Anyways, sign off. Look for part 2.